we're gonna open a meeting. First is to ask for any changes to the agenda. We do have a couple items, January 2nd is a holiday. We need to know if we're gonna skip it or reschedule that day, so we'll need that discussion. There's a discussion on some ambulance software package that we have in front of us to discuss.
I'll move
To do what?
to
To
add those here.
Here, make a motion to add those two items.
Second.
Dean seconds that. Any more discussion? If having none, all those in favor of adding those two items, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say nay. So those two items are added. There's no others, we will continue on to the public comment section. Asking for any public comments at this time. Seeing no one in the public here. We will bypass that item and go to the last meeting minutes.
Just a quick spelling thing on Margot.
Oh, Marong.
I mean, assumed,
yeah.
but.
Marong the Frog.
Joey just texted and he may stop in and discuss the sale of the truck to see if you want to have a minimum bid. I was just gonna, the rotate had today, but it was great if he was paying out. I think he wants minimum. So he'll be done next time.
I'm okay with it.
Wanna make a motion? I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as written. Oh wait, can I do that if I wasn't at
Just with
the?
the spelling.
Oh, no,
Oh, okay,
actually you can't.
okay, I didn't think so.
Oh, that's right.
I'll move to accept the minutes.
Phil made a motion to accept December 5th minutes. Dean seconded that motion. All those in favor accept, any more discussion, I should say? If having none, all those in favor of accepting December 5th minutes, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Unanimous ayes, with just Jessica abstaining, unless she was not here. That's approved. With the spelling page. Alright, we can go through these warrants real quick.
It's just with two, so.
Yeah, we should be getting some, hopefully some money back from.
Yeah, the
those
rest
grants.
of the bills came this month and that one that.
Yeah.
So it'll. He's hoping it'll come in the next week. The school tags, yeah, at the very bottom, I believe, on that paper, is where it tells.
I didn't see it.
how much
Oh,
it's
it came clear today?
Bottom box.
Oh, well.
Only a couple, but that's a big number.
This is a huge number, isn't it? It's big, big
Oh,
number.
sorry.
We have, this company was asking for a letter of support from Enosburgh. It's basically, it's in part of the Pleasant Valley Renewable Natural Gas Project. So basically what it is an extension of the gas line from Enosburgh to Berkshire that they're asking for our support, saying it's not gonna impede on any, infrastructure, which shouldn't, because it goes right down the right of way. And should be able to get some more businesses on gas, 'cause I think it stops right.
Currently, I think we're the last ones here at this building. I think so. Maybe Matt Leach, I'm not 100%, but I think, I'm saying it's this building.
So maybe Hannaford's not, or,
No, I think so, you know, that way,
This-
both
okay.
sides, but I think we might be the last one kind of where it stopped. I don't believe it went to the industrial.
and this is also going in front of the planning commission. It'll be on their next agenda.
So they're going right up 105 to Berkshire.
105 past the Pine Cone and up, what road is it? By the Briette Farm.
Bria
King
Farm,
Road.
King Hill, then right where the Dole Farm is, it just gonna go straight
Those Americans.
to Marks. So they're, basically what they're doing, I got the stuff in an email somewhere in this phone.
I think the project, I think I printed the paper,
Oh, is it in here?
I believe so.
Yeah, so it actually shows on their site, yeah, this is it. Shows, this is similar to the type of digesters they're having, and there's should be one showing,
So, is my
Picture,
understanding correct, like, so currently their digesters make power, but these new digesters are gonna make natural gas?
so this digester makes gas that's methane gas that's burned in an engine and turned into electricity. What they're gonna be doing with it's basically a whole new digester, it's a random cylindrical, it's kinda in this input here. It's a big mixer, it's a complete mixer, and the gas that comes out of there, the reason you can't just put it on, like, we're putting it through engines right now, it's a dirty gas. But they have these scrubbers, for the gas itself, to clean the gas up. So if you get the gas cleaned up, you can plug it right onto the natural gas pipeline. And you won't have to worry about engines and,
Yeah, you guys will be keeping cows just to make power soon?
definitely, the one we got up in Bakersfield, if we were near a gas line, that's the way to go. 'Cause we saw some of these in New York, and after you deal with engines and all the problems they have, because it's dirty gas, everything's always going down, you're like, boy, if you could just plug it in the gas line. This company is actually gonna lease it and operate it, so same here as I.
So he's just gonna supply the poop?
Yep,
Yeah. So that
Yeah,
means
this-
you don't even need good
this
cows
company-
for that, right? Or good
company's
feed.
big in Wisconsin. Here's the route, it shows along Enosburgh 105. They're turning up, going up there.
That would be good for the industrial park up through here, I
Right.
think. Greens and,
Houses, everything.
Well, I mean, it's run by Bosco's Dairy too. I don't know how it will affect them, if that's anything they're interested in. The dairy center.
Yeah, I'm sure they,
If they got a heat source in there, I'm sure they'll be happy to have the new fuel.
cheaper stores, they showed somewhere how many miles, in Enosburgh it was gonna be, the gas line.
Did you say it's going to the planning commission?
The planning commission, they're asking for their support, like they're asking.
Oh, so it's not gonna be like.
Nothing you have to
front.
choose because it's Berkshire, but
Oh,
they're asking
okay.
for the area
Gotcha.
towns to support them.
Yeah.
We might as well, because the thing is, we can't stop it anyways.
It's a big improvement.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
yeah. Sounds okay to me.
need a motion or we just do
Yeah,
it?
make a motion for letter of support.
Move that we give them a letter of support for the natural gas line.
I'll second.
Dean made a motion here, second motion to provide a letter of support for extension of the national gas pipeline to Berkshire limits and Berkshire to St. Peter's. Any more discussion? If having none, all those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Alright,
All those opposed, say nay. Alright. Okay, so we might as well hop on to January 2nd. We'll get a couple minutes before our 6:30 comes in. Being a holiday on the 2nd, do we wanna move it?
Start budget soon, right?
Yeah, maybe,
yeah, so I mean, we might as well just wait and then
Skip it or?
skip it
well,
and shoot in.
I don't know
We
that
might be have to move it to like Tuesday because some stuff on, that might or might not occur tonight.
Oh, yeah.
We may actually have to have a special meeting to get some results out
so
there.
maybe if we have this special, maybe that wouldn't be necessary, but we still should plan on something.
Well, and then the 16th is another holiday. Does that affect us at all, or?
Typically, because it's budget time, I don't really
Oh, okay.
take that, but I guess it's up to you guys.
No, I
What
just wanted
holiday
to
is
see.
it?
Well,
Martin Luther.
Martin Luther King Jr., so I didn't know if it was still, okay, so.
I would say, I don't know if everybody's all right with the 3rd on Tuesday to me. And if we have to have an emergency meeting between now and then and take care of some issues, maybe we don't need to meet at that one, but.
I'll have hopefully the ambulance budget ready anyway.
23.
So are you saying if needed, Larry, or
Well,
like
well-
definite?
We'll put it down for right now, we're gonna meet on January 3rd.
Okay.
And just a quick update on the sheriff, I guess. There's some talk of impeachment of him, and that's on a state level, and I guess that's split between party lines also, so. We don't know what's gonna be going on with the sheriff beginning of the year. So, we probably don't really have have time to talk about ambulance software before he gets in here.
Couldn't start it.
Alright, we'll start discussion on ambulance software and see what come along for the next. Or 6:30 comes in before
So the software, we're in a demo stage right now with Electech. They currently furnish a number of towns here in Vermont, being Fairfax being one of them, and Barrie, which they're probably both on a larger scale than us. Fairfax not too much bigger. And the little bit that I have played around with it does scheduling. It keeps track of your certifications. It tells, so if you enter somebody, for instance, just an example, doing the scheduling and I say, oh, I can't work Friday, I gotta find a replacement for myself. So you go on the schedule, you type what day you need to take your shift off, and then it pops up on this side with a number of people who are qualified, this equal qualifications as you, like an EMT to an EMT. And then it also gives you, at first, depending on which boxes you've checked, the first ones that pop up are the ones without overtime. So you didn't want to try to find somebody that's already done overtime. So that part was very slick. It does your run sheet. You can go on and do your run sheets, your rig checks, different things
Does it
way
do-
above what I've even used because I'm not working in the EMT world.
Like time off, like if you request time off.
It does, it marks it on the calendar.
Oh, nice.
It's a very,
User-friendly project.
it is, like,
Program.
I went in and I added a few names for some of the staff to check it out. Send them an invite, they log in with their email, and it's up and running. It already has most of the people's stuff entered, like I said, like the qualifications of
it. So some of the staff has tried it out.
Kelly, Sam, and Pierre, I think are the names.
Was there feedback on it?
I emailed them and I haven't heard back, so Kelly had been the one, I think, to recommend it to begin with, because she had used it when she was studying to get her paramedic license in the town of Barrie. She was familiar with it from them, so I know she is.
And then from there, Alex and Sam are both familiar with the program. And because they work for other services, and it might help alleviate some of the situations that have arisen on occasions.
Those rig checks are gonna be right on. And
You
if you
recorded?
set it up, it can tell you who isn't doing them, who did them, didn't do them.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's a bonus already.
So do employees only have access to their like if they,
They can't go in and monkey with anybody else's.
but they can see everybody else's,
They would see
like
the
request,
schedule.
like
Yeah.
what if they
Request,
request?
they would get emails as a form of an alert, like if somebody took their name off and a shift became available, they would get an email
Okay,
to
More
say,
of like
hey,
informative.
this space is open. It will help with payroll because it generates a time sheet. It acts as a time clock, which we had discussed previously. They have to go in and log in and be responsible for themselves, check in, this is the time I arrived, this is the time I left. It's not cheap.
no, but we do get a discount, huh?
But yes, it was $4,800 and they
That's
asked
good.
for the chances, I said, it's not looking very good, it's $4,800, a lot of money. So, I'm making them a little bit this afternoon, right before I left.
So would we, like, are you looking for like, sooner rather than later for like an approval type thing?
I guess it depends on what your thoughts are for the future of the service, if you think it's something that's gonna help streamline.
Mhm.
So this is actually not every year though, but it looks like it's for 36
years.
months. That price is for 3 years.
Oh, renewal term, 12 months.
No, it is, that's what I was explaining, is 38.88 a year.
So why is the quantity 50 periods, 50 weeks?
Oh,
Up
that's,
to
no,
50
that's
people,
people.
up to 50
Oh,
people.
okay.
Yeah. You know, and the biggest thing is that if, you know, we try it out for a year, and if it works out, then hopefully we can kind of renegotiate prices, and, if we don't like it, then we can go back to the system of what we had.
I mean, it is nice that it has a time clock and scheduling, and keeping track of credentials and things like that in one place. I mean, I don't know what the answer is.
I mean, it's definitely got some positives.
We're just
so-
following.
It's very
Yeah.
positive, it's a very good
Yeah.
software system if used.
Mm-hmm.
If used.
Well, and it sounds like it's effective in other places,
Yeah.
so that's good.
If they've already been using.
Not like a pilot or anything.
No, it's not.
No, or, I
I
mean,
mean, they're
yes,
using other
they-
services.
other
Right,
services, yeah.
so I mean, it's not like kind of going into it blind.
No, and the thing is, if we have any questions, we can always reach out to, you know, Fairfax and Barry.
Would it alleviate time? How does the pay work now? Do you guys, you and Mary have to figure out hours? How does that all
Right,
work?
so everything's right now in Google Docs, which is great, we love Google Calendar, Google Docs, we have no problems with them except for, in the ambulance, not everybody is accountable most of the time for changing the date on their timesheet, so there's a lot of calling people, email, texting, did you work last week because the date is consistent with, did you work? Or other thing, there's many things that can go wrong with these patients, and it's a constant battle on Mondays. With what did you do, and how did you do it, and when did you do it, kind of thing. I think that would help, I'm not gonna push you guys to anything, but yes, payroll is well.
And with this, it'd be all right there, everybody's hours be
It's
right there.
because the
Not
time clock,
pushing a
because they're
button.
required to use the time clock,
Right.
therefore, and then
Right.
generates from the schedule also, so the schedule, from what was explained to me, the schedule and the time clock are kind of synced somehow, so when they're filling out a time card, it generates an accurate one.
It wouldn't just generate by the schedule, they'd have to actually.
Right, yes, they have to check in.
Plus it gives you a tracking device on everything else as well.
Right, with, for example,
We've had
rate checks.
about, yeah.
So I think if we get an alert or a notification of some sort, so-and-so's working today, did they submit a rate check?
So it's not to say you might still have to reach out,
You
but,
might have to,
but this
but
is a little bit,
it's supposed to be more
yeah, streamlined.
More informative too.
computer-based,
Mhm.
where I don't have to get in my car and
Mhm.
drive up here,
Oh, no, that's
check
good.
on them, grab them, I can just click on a few buttons, or up here, I can click a few buttons,
Everything's
and look to
housed.
see, okay,
Yeah.
did they do the rate check today?
I like that, I like it.
I think it'd be a good investment.
I don't know, I was
Oh,
trying
cause I had the old ones all stapled together,
yeah.
so that was the original quote
Oh, the passing
of
them.
everybody's.
I was trying to see if there's anything different than the old one, it's like, they look
That's the
pretty
old
much
one,
the same.
yeah, so the higher amount.
We only have the one.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're special.
There you go, Larry.
Feeling the love all the time.
Like, yeah, same price, same word, and same price with the word.
For that lower cost. I mean, can we make a decision
You don't have
after, like, talking about it more,
Oh, yeah,
like,
I mean,
throughout
not
the?
tonight, you don't feel like you have to be compelled into one that was just being presented. We have one more week using it, we have a 2-week free
Ah,
trial.
okay,
Oh.
nice. I mean, I'm fine with it, but.
Yeah.
Is it something that would start first of the year, or how would it work, or any time?
I guess after approval, and then they had to fine tune what our needs are and enter the data that we give them, which a lot of it's already done because it's pulling stuff that we've already given them to put in, so.
And if it
It's not a
comes back
rush,
to-
I guess is
yeah.
what I'm saying. You could let us have the rest of this week or the rest of the trial and then maybe gather some more input from the employees. It is a lot of money.
Yeah, but if you can cut out a little bit of overtime and a little bit of hassle on your guys' side, it doesn't take long to make up for it.
Could we say approve pending no further negative
Or you can just
feedback?
put it on the agenda.
Just
for
put
the
it on
next
the
time.
agenda, okay.
I'm not, yeah.
Okay,
Unless Gary wants to.
No.
Finality tonight.
okay.
Okay.
So we'll table that and bring it to the next. Next meeting, you have another week to try it out.
I thought we got lucky because I misread your text. I thought it went the other way, it was like,
Oh, no.
yeah, then it was like, no, wait a minute, down. It's like, shoot.
Alright. Alright, so next on the agenda, we have Vladimir Hope here. Bring a chair up here, what do you wanna do?
Yeah, thanks for taking some time. Haven't quite moved back from Montana yet, but here. Yeah, I just, I have been thinking for, oh, I don't know, I guess maybe I emailed Billy Joe back in October or something. And that was when my wife had said, oh, we're going back to Vermont, I'm getting a job in Burlington. And I was like, oh, back to Enosburgh. So, anyway, I just, let's see, I think I know Jessica.
Yeah, I know.
Oh boy, let me go through names here. Larry, Pierre, Dean, and Paul.
Phil.
Phil.
Yeah.
Like, in my mind, I was like Lucian's dad. But
Yeah.
Anyway, so I just, maybe I'll give you a quick history of my involvement with the ambulance. I started in 2009, I guess, just volunteering in the summer, and then in 2010 I started getting paid here. I worked pretty regularly through college and for 3 years after college, and then I moved to Montana. And whenever I was home on breaks, I would pick up shifts here. I took shifts, my brother got married in October on the state cross-country meet, cross-country running coach, and I told him that was the wrong day to get married, but I came back for a week then, and I took shifts then too, because one member just had a heart attack and went out suddenly, and I was like, yeah, I can take her shifts. So, anyway, I felt like it's my hometown, kind of a fun little thing for me. My dad's name is on the donor board out there back from when Gardner Stetson was the director here. So
Predates us.
but anyway, something happened in 2020. I didn't come home at all, and so I think there was some distance and new leadership, and then 2021 I was going to be home for about a month in the summer, and I reached out and never heard back, and finally I heard back maybe around Christmas, and I was just told, like, no, we don't want seasonal help, and I was like, okay, that's new leadership, but it just seemed weird because it took me so long to hear anything one way or another. But anyway, now that I'm moving back, and I guess now I guess I'll get around to what was on my mind. I guess I'm more here as a member just of the public. One reason I'm moving back is my dad has had a pretty scary health problem last Christmas. He's better now, but the state of the Enosburgh ambulance service has become kind of personal in terms of who's going to maybe take care of my parents. So they're getting pretty old. They still live in Enosburgh, and So I guess I'll share that, I still have regular contact with some people, some ambulance members, and it sounds like there's a lot of drama that maybe I don't wanna get involved in, but, it also, so I work for Fairfax Rescue still, that affiliation has stayed strong, and I'm gonna be living 5 miles from their station. We bought a house there, so, down in Milton. And,
So you moved back already now?
I haven't moved.
I mean, you're,
Currently I own 2 houses and have no income. It's
okay.
Wow.
I'm in between everything, but my wife's job starts in February, and so I'm still on the fence about where I might go and what I might do full time. I have a teaching job interview tomorrow, and
So basically what you'd wanna do is run on the service and be a part of it.
yeah, that part I'm not.
Not sure yet still?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay,
I mean, it's a 45-minute drive.
right.
That is a consideration, but.
What do you drive for a car?
Yeah, these days.
Or you gonna try?
A little shoebox. No, I'll just share my experiences in Montana for 7 years. I lived out there teaching high school English and healthcare classes, taught some EMT classes to high schoolers. Got a master's degree in education leadership, so I could be a school administrator if I wanted. Still on the question if I want. And I worked for the ambulance service there. I was a training officer. And, so anyway, I just having that perspective, and I guess now some removal, but also like an emotional connection. I just yeah, anyway, I just ran some shifts in Fairfax and heard some concerning things there too. I mean, everyone's talking always about what's going on in the whole county with everywhere. And it's,
Well, the unfortunate thing is, it's not just the ambulance, it's a lot of different businesses. There's a smaller pool of people. They're all getting a lot higher pay offered somewhere else, so the pull is away from, so then there's a small pool for all the ambulance services to pull from, and everybody raises to what they can raise. And then you can only raise so much, because you gotta be able to cover that extra
vicious
cost.
cycle of inflation.
So, and that's the problem with the ES.
So
Did you say you were advanced, basic?
Yeah, which is
what-
certification?
Advanced?
Yeah.
And so I just, I guess what's on my mind is, I was hearing concerning things and thinking about my parents and going to be moving back and living somewhat close. And what I guess I want to offer is, if I can be of some, I don't know what the select board's point of view is. I think this is maybe the second select board meeting I've been to ever, maybe the third, but, and so I don't know your perception of what's happening. All I know is things that I hear here and there. But if there are problems, I would like to be part of that solution, because it's my hometown. I care. And what that looks like, I don't know. But I guess at this point I have almost 14 years in EMS, and I could probably count it up, but I've worked for a lot of ambulance services in different states, and ski patrols in different states. And so I had some, even if it was just like as a sounding board or just some ideas here and there. Anyway, so that's why I kind of stopped by to just say, look, I'd like to help. And I don't know what that looks like, but I'd like to offer whatever I can. And I don't know that necessarily. It could be going on some calls, or it could just be free advice, solicited or not. So anyway, that's
Yeah,
Cool.
it's noted, yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
share and.
I don't think we know what it looks like, as far as schedules, or if you are gonna do some runs or things like that, but it's definitely, we appreciate it.
can say, it's been a struggle through the pandemic for this service, and but I can also say that they have had more calls this year than they've ever had before too. So that's like an up and up for this business, and we're actually showing a little bit of a profit, and that's probably like first time in 3 years
At
probably.
least.
So,
Wow.
you know,
I was gonna
more
say,
calls,
first time ever, but.
more calls equals, should have a
Yeah.
little more profit stuff. And, that we don't know if that's a trend due to, the COVID situation where sometimes patients are having a tougher time just to go to see the doctor, so they may just call the ambulance up and get a ride somewhere. So it's definitely different. The healthcare industry's definitely changed around since the pandemic has hit.
No, there's been population increase in Vermont too, I would think. I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of new construction around here, but Fairfax is almost doubled in population since I moved away, so. All that's a factor. So, I don't know,
To me, it sounds like you got questions you gotta answer too, and maybe when you come back and figure it out, check back in with us is the way I see it.
You're looking like February or something.
yeah, that would be, yeah, I'm speaking at a conference in Minnesota, the end of January, so at the beginning of February functionally is when I'm back. Yeah, I thought I'd say I'd like to help.
Right.
And whatever that looks like, could be a question. But I just,
Cool.
I'm on Team Enosburgh.
Thank you.
That's good.
Definitely noted, thank you.
Alright,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back, part ways.
Yeah.
I hope your dad's doing
Yeah,
better.
tell your mom I said
He
hi.
used to be our vet back in the day.
Okay, yeah, he's doing a lot better.
Oh, good.
He faced his cardiac rehab, so.
Good,
Alright,
happy holidays.
take care.
So,
Is that wrong?
So we need to do as far back as we can. Okay, boy,
ready?
I think
Well, if
that's all the main items on our agenda, and we have some personnel issues to discuss under executive session.
okay, yeah, I will make a motion to go into executive if we're ready.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Jessica made a motion to go into executive session, Phil seconded that motion. Go over personnel issues. Any more discussion? And if having none, all those in favor of going to executive session signify by saying aye.
Um,
All